Really versatile. I've just run into Gecht, and I might just hang around to see if Guy will say hello to us because we're live on Periscope. Hey Guy.
Hey James, how's it going?
I'm really well. How are you doing?
I'm good. I finished so far about 45 meetings.
Okay.
I'm looking forward for the next 20.
Okay.
And then I think I met most of the visitors to Drupa.
That's fantastic.
No, just kidding.
And apart from jumping out of a cake yesterday,
you heard about that?
We did. It's even all over the internet.
I heard about that. Yes.
I've got
that was really a great experience.
Uh-huh.
And Benny was shocked. I mean, I'd never seen him so surprised.
And what's been your favourite moment of the show so far, Guy?
Jumping off the cake. No, that was great. I think a lot of it, just getting customers to talk about what they like, the buzz. We got tremendous feedback on the Nozomi. You know, it's something that we kept as a fairly confidential at EFI.
Yep.
The feedback is a lot more positive than we ever imagined. I think seeing all the bars, seeing Lambda here printing, getting to Xeroxing, buzzing, Canon, Konica Minolta, Ricoh, all of them buzzing, the Fiery working extremely well, being almost the standard of the high end. It's all feel good. It's the kind of reiteration of everything we worked on and we believe on, so it's good.
Okay. And if you want people to take one thing away from the EFI stands, I mean, obviously, apart from, say, a Nozomi or a Vutek, what would you like them to take away as their impression of EFI at Drupa 2016?
I think EFI is working on where the opportunity is going to be. You know, there's definitely pressure on the printing industry, and we're providing tools to get to the platforms to get to where the opportunity is going to be. And then you don't have to buy our products, you don't have to use us, you can take a look, buy something else, but certainly I want customers to focus on where the market is going and not to obsess too much on where the market used to be.
Now, you guys know, well, you obviously know because you came up with the imaging of things, that you've got me in to talk about imaging of things and to explain that to these good people on the internet. Can you give me a little bit of detail about what your vision of the imaging of things is?
Well, essentially, most things around us have images. And I was just so tired of hearing about printing going away when everything around me is printed or have images in a certain way. Plus, we are in Silicon Valley, and in the last 5 years, we keep hearing about the Internet of Things. How everything has Internet part to it, and there's also imaging in every part to it. And actually, if you want to know the real story, they have a book that they publish every year that they call The Game Changer. And so, 1 year, 4 years ago, there was an article from the CEO of Cisco, John Chambers, that talked about the Internet of Things. Then I was selected to write an article for the next book. And I said, I'm going to talk about the imaging of things. Although I talked about it before, I said we're gonna match it with everything as images, and I got great feedback. And I said, you know what, we're gonna run with it because it's actually speaking to people about printing being everywhere and not just narrowing office documents that unfortunately are going away as part of documents going online.
And what would you encourage people as the main benefit of the imagingofthings.com platform?
Well, the .com platform is to allow people to publish the enormously creative things they do in the industry. I mean, it's one thing about customers, they're super creative. We're getting a lot of questions from buyers saying, how can I print on cabinets? How can I print sign here? I just got an email from somebody saying, I want to print large format, our photos, who do I go? And instead of playing favorites, as I remember a customer in Chicago, remember that, I just want to send all of those people to the website and find their customers, and we're actually going to do promotion, trying to get people to go online and find somebody that can manufacture for them what they want. And if we are successful with this, we're going to drive a lot more volume to our customers, which obviously is going to be good for everybody.
Do you think finally the walls are coming down in print? Do you think finally we're getting out of this kind of silo mentality where it's like, oh, I don't want to be near you, you can't have my job, I can't have yours? Do you think it's finally changing?
I think there's a lot of that here. I mean, there's a lot of let's work together. There is a lot of opportunities for everybody, and we're going to try to do something new. We're not going to do everything ourselves. So, and it's not a zero-sum game. So if somebody get a job, somebody else losing it. So that's actually, I see a lot of it. It's a lot more group-oriented Drupa than it was before.
Now, I've got to do this thing where I ask you the question I always ask you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do we buy next?
Who are you buying next?
I wish I knew. We have, we look at quite a few companies, and there's some good opportunities, but you never know. I was just talking to our business development team, and they have hard work. They look at about 100 companies a year, and we ended up buying 4 or 5. So it's not a high hit ratio, and they do a lot of work on the 95 we don't buy. But hopefully we buy the 4 or 5 that are the best fit for EFI and our customers.
Fantastic. And how long are you staying at Drupa, Guy?
Actually, tomorrow afternoon, I'm going back home. There's plenty of work. I've been in Europe for the last 10 days, so it's great, but I think it's time to let other people here to run the show without me.
Guy, I'm really pleased that I managed to run into you and get a few minutes with you about imaging of things.
It's always a pleasure to do a live interview with you.
Absolutely.
And keep looking for good application for imaging of things.
I will do.
Okay.
Thank you so much for spending the time. Cheers,
My
Guy.
pleasure.